So I originally planned on creating an EA Sports NHL Iceberg video, but I honestly felt like I didn't have enough content for it and also didn't really know how I'd even order everything. I still plan on getting to that video one day, and if you have anything that you think would go into an EA NHL Iceberg, feel free to comment what you got. But essentially today is kind of just a condensed version of that concept, and we will be discussing things in EA Sports NHL you might not have known or have forgotten about. Let's get right into it. NHL 16 OG cover. In EA's second installment on what then were the next-gen consoles back in 2015, a big selling point for NHL 16 was the return of fan-favorite game mode EASHL. The game mode was promoted with the slogan "Play Together, Win Together," and to go along with that, EA for the first time in years decided not to go with a vote for the cover athlete and opted for a photo of both Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane hoisting the Stanley Cup together to be the cover. On August 12th, due to Patrick Kane being the subject of an ongoing sexual assault investigation, he was removed from the cover and we were left with just Jonathan Toews. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bummed we never got the OG cover made available after Kane was proven not guilty less than 2 months later after the launch. Then again, after everything that came out with the Kyle Beach situation, I kinda wish they just went with a different duo with the Stanley Cup on the cover, but obviously we didn't know at the time what happened. Ovechkin and Crosby in the same pack. The biggest game mode in the EA NHL franchise was released with the title of NHL 11 back in 2010. In the years from then up until now, for the most part, the two faces of the league and the best base players in the game were Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin. Everyone's dream in these games was to pull an Ovechkin or Crosby in a pack. Hell, Bacon Country even had an entire series dedicating to attempting to pull an Ovechkin on NHL 15. And if I'm remembering correctly, Bacon never even pulled one after a year's worth of free packs from EA. These guys were some of the rarest cards to pull, and I'm sure you get the point by now. Well, on October 29th, 2015, YouTuber streamer Henrique did what we thought was the impossible and pulled both Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin in the same pack on NHL 16. Enjoy this legendary clip of the pack opening.
Here we go. I'm gonna skip animation again. And Crosby! Crosby! I'm not even kidding! Holy fuck! I pulled Crosby! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! I pulled Ovechkin in the same pack! I swear to God! Oh my god! Oh my god, I fucking pulled Crosby and Ovechkin!
NHL 14, Ben Bishop. One thing that still honestly seems to never have been figured out are goaltenders in the EA NHL games. Their stats are complete voodoo, and honestly there's really no consistency among them in any NHL game. With this, many theories have been made as to what goalies will give you the best chance to win. On NHL 14, the theory being used was the bigger the goalie, the better chance you had to win. That led to just about every game of Hockey Ultimate Team having to face off against 6'7" Ben Bishop. When I saw this card, I knew I was fucked. This card still gives me nightmares if I'm being honest, and I think people were onto something with the size theory in NHL 14. NHL 13, SpiderMan goalies. One of the biggest changes from the jump between NHL 12 and NHL 13 was a revamp of skating and goalie mechanics. The skating was a great step in the right direction, and the goalies were too for the most part. EA might have went a little too far though in terms of the goalies, and we were left with what Johnny Superman referred to as SpiderMan goalies. Here's a clip of him breaking down these absolutely cracked goaltenders.
A lot more variety when it comes to shots, but when it comes to cross creasers, big problem. And look at this example. This is a perfect example. See the goalie's blocker? He's still reacting to the shot, even though it's already past him, hit the crossbar, and bouncing back out. So he's got that kind of reaction when it comes to a shot from beyond the hash marks. But look here, I'll fast forward. This should be a tap in for our player, right? Watch their goalie. Zip, morph mode, and watch now his glove. Zip, gets the puck. Are you freaking kidding me?
This save he captured also is absolutely brain dead. Steve Mason throwing his stick, landing on his head. Everything about this is insane. $60 beta. While people have always been critical of the EA NHL franchise, and rightfully so, I think the peak of criticism came with the launch of NHL 15 on next gen. Leading up to the release, everyone was absolutely blown away by how great the graphics were, and the trailers looked unreal. Release day came, and quickly we realized EA took away EASHL, GM Connected, drafting in GM mode, online team play, the ability to simulate to your next shift on Be a Pro, the ability to edit goalie equipment. You get the point. But don't worry guys, EA made sure to have Hockey Ultimate Team up and running with packs to buy on day one. Worst NHL ever, worst launch ever, $60 beta. Empty net glitch. This next topic has been something that many people, including myself, believe in, and it spans over a bunch of different NHL games. This glitch basically just doesn't let you score on an empty net. Whether you are from the blue line or at the goal line, your player will simply refuse to put the puck into the gaping net. Game breaker. Back in NHL 09, the opportunity to be placed in the game itself was sold to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Sabrina Lada ended up being added to the game after her dad bid $7,000. Sabrina Lada was put into the game as a 98 overall free agent goalie, and this absolutely broke GM mode. If you totally forgot about her and didn't assign her to another league, she'd get picked up and was absolutely unbeatable. I would love to know how many dynasties she prevented from happening from being so OP in the simulation. 13th Amendment. If you ever found yourself in the creation zone for offline or EASHL between NHL 16 through NHL 20, you may have noticed this odd built-in play-by-play team name that went by a 13th Amendment. If you don't know what the 13th Amendment was, it was the amendment in the United States Constitution that abolished slavery. I remember when me and my friends were setting up our ESHL team on NHL 17, we came across it and found it odd that this was a team name and that they left out a bunch of other amendments. We were not the only people to ever stumble across this and be kind of confused by it, and it turns out the 13th Amendment was actually the name of a popular ESHL team that was formed all the way back in 2009. A post was made back in 2015 about the play-by-play name, and someone who actually played for the team would respond with the origin of the name 6 years later. Here's what this former 13th Amendment player had to say. So there you guys have it. Those were things that have happened throughout the run of the EA NHL franchise that you may have never known or completely forgotten about. Once again, this video is supposed to be somewhat of a teaser or preview of the full EA NHL Iceberg I plan on putting together. And again, I'm asking anyone who is watching this to comment down below anything they feel would be a fit for this video as well. And you will be credited in the video for your contributions. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.